Now, if you saw my Akuma video, you might understand the passion I have for the inner demon trope. I plugged the video in the end, but for now, why am I even talking about the inner demon trope for a Zenitsu video? Because Zenitsu is a sleep fighter. And if the Teen Titans Go cartoon taught me anything when Robin had his sleep fighting episode, sleep fighting is the cleverest and most creative gimmick version of an inner demon. Alright, first I'd like to rewind to what I said in my Akuma video about the inner demon trope. There's two types of inner demon tropes, I think. The split personality and the deal with the devil. The rest would be mixtures of this. Both of them result in some sort of power boost for the character and a major consequence. If your inner demon character is missing one of those, your story will fall flat. Clearly, Zenitsu's sleep fighting is a split personality kind of inner demon, and he gets a sort of power boost. Well, he gets access to his powers. That's why I say this is the most creative use of the inner demon. What's missing in the equation is a major consequence. Inner demon trope lovers are gamblers at heart, but there is no sense of gambling once this fella falls asleep. And there's so much they could have done with this man. Something to screw with the stakes for us. Whether his challenge is to actually fall asleep or the challenge comes after he falls asleep. Imagine if he had insomnia or was just unable to fall asleep when he needed to, or maybe when he's asleep he has strength and all, but he can't defend attacks, so he will always catch his whipping, and we're just praying it doesn't go too far. Why even going there? What if it's the cliche inner demon who can't tell the difference between friend and foe? Robin from Teen Titans Go did sleep fighting better. Teen Titans Go does better character than Demon Slayer. Like and subscribe. Bro could have even had a character arc about having to be able to fight without falling asleep, but no, falling asleep is just there's a solution to his cowardice, which is a problem because he never faced his fear. So he's just a coward who can bury his head at this point. He gets the power boost but faces no major consequence. This is a failure of a demon trope execution. I refuse to accept it. There is nothing behind this gimmick. With Akuma, one could only say he had no major consequences because the consequences of giving into the Satsui no Hado were consequences he was fine with. It's a price he paid happily. They are there and he is fine with them. And the fact that Ryu faces the same problem and chooses not to indulge because he isn't okay with the consequences is proof that they are there. This is a man who gave up everything to become an Akuma. And then you get Zenitsu. Whenever it's time for him to face something, he can just bury his head. And there's no sign of sleeping being something he shouldn't indulge. It's just there. In my video about how Death Note approaches character motivation, I said that the most effective way to see a character's motivation is to examine how they act in emergency situations. This fella falls asleep, so we never get to see this. We never see something meaningful enough for him that he would face his fears and risk his life for, because his sleep just removes him from the situation, and he wakes up to find it solved. I also said that characters have certain patterns and ways of doing things, and an emergency situation gives them the need to break those patterns. Not once did Zenitsu come to realize that he can't let this pattern of cowardice take over. Not once did he see the need to face his fears, so we know nothing about his true motivations. See, when they break these patterns due to emergency situations, when they come out of their comfort zone, we realize what these characters care for deep down. But Zenitsu was never challenged. No portrayal of his deeper motivations, no character development, unless the sleeping is the character development. Oh my word, is that it? Is character development to Demon Slayer just nothing but put gimmick here? Oh hell no. See, this is me shitting on him as a character. This isn't even about his sleep fighting anymore. His sleep fighting is a cool gimmick, but it means nothing. The real roots of the problem is that there's nothing behind anything in this show. I only chose to shit on Zenitsu because of the inner demon trope. However, this show's success proves that layers aren't compulsory for something to be engaging or entertaining. Which begs the question, what does it take to be engaging and entertaining? Conflict. Demon Slayer has plenty of conflict. Like Dragon Ball Super, Z had plenty layers, but the only inspiration behind Dragon Ball Super is toy sales. But that's a topic for another day. My point is, what was I saying? If you want layers, be entertaining first. I think that's what we can learn from Demon Slayer, because if you're entertaining, you don't even need layers. Anyways, for now, I want you to watch this video to know how to make a world feel alive, so you can have innate layers and depth in your story. Or watch the Akuma video I mentioned to see peak inner demon trope usage. and subscribe to my Patreon to support my channel.